Hey, what's up guys? My name is CykaHotFire, and today I'm going to be talking about what steps you can take to fix your trust factor in CSGO, since I always see a lot of people complaining about what affects your trust factor and what you can do to improve it. Everything I talk about in this video will be from the official CSGO blog post, so it is 100% legit. I'm not just making any of this stuff up, and I will put the link to that blog post at the top of the description. But first of all, let's talk about what things can affect your trust factor. CSGO devs state, we want to make sure that all you have to do to improve your matchmaking experience is to continue to play CSGO and other Steam games legitimately. The more you play, the more information the system has, and the easier it will be for the system to determine who you should be matched with. So despite what you may have thought, CSGO trust factor isn't even completely based on what happens in CSGO. They later go on to say, your trust factor is impacted by your experiences on Steam as well as on CSGO. So if you have been a positive member of the Steam community in the past, you'll likely enter CSGO with a high trust factor. This is extremely broad, but I assume that it means having past VAC bans or past game bans on your account is one thing that can definitely affect this. This definitely isn't a bad idea, because if someone cheated in another game, why wouldn't they cheat in CSGO and get pretty much no punishment, since they can just keep creating new accounts for free after the CSGO free-to-play update. Finally, they say trust factor includes the overall amount of time they have spent playing CSGO, how frequently they have been reported for cheating, time spent playing other games on their Steam account, etc. So now we know some of the main things that can affect your trust factor in CSGO, and from what we've said so far, we can gather a decent understanding on how to improve your trust factor. First of all, I would recommend taking some time off playing competitive in CSGO if you do want to improve your trust factor. In this blog post, CSGO dev seems really focused on telling us that spending time playing games on Steam that don't even have to be CSGO can improve your trust. Don't be afraid to take a few hours off playing CS, because as I know, it can definitely get frustrating when my Silver Elite Master teammates keep baiting me. But anyway, next, being reported for cheating can negatively affect your trust. Now, there's really nothing you can do about this, and this is the one thing about trust factor that I really have a problem with. I understand why they did it, but it really negatively affects a lot of good players. It doesn't make sense for a player just to be punished just because they're good and a newer player decided to report them for cheating out of frustration just because they got outplayed or something. Personally, rather than this, I would suggest adding a system similar to ESEA's where you can rate all your teammates after the match and whether they were good teammates, they were decent teammates, or they were doo-doo teammates. I'd really like to see CSGO devs add this. The post also states that linking your phone number is a pretty big factor in improving your trust factor, so make sure you do that if you haven't done it already. This is a really good way to combat cheating. Another good thing about this is that it keeps Smurf accounts at a bad trust factor, since you can't have a phone number linked to more than one account at once. So if you keep your trust factor up, you won't be playing against a lot of Smurfs, hopefully. The final thing that CSGO devs mention that affects your trust factor is rank. Now this is really interesting because it can mean a lot of different things. If I had to guess, this is mainly based around not wanting high ranked players to queue with lower ranked players. This would make a lot of sense, since this post also mentions that when queuing in parties, matchmaking will be based around the player with the lowest trust factor in that party. So unless you're really low trust factor, you shouldn't be playing against globals carrying their silver friends. And I agree, I have not run into this in a long time. So in conclusion, this pretty much does wrap up everything that I wanted to talk about related to CSGO trust factor, and I hope I cleared up any confusions that you guys had about it. Also, if you feel like your trust factor isn't what it should be, feel free to send the devs an email about it. From what I heard, this can help out a lot. I'll also post the email in the description if you guys do want to do that a lot easier, but they also do say it affects their system a lot and helps it out, so it should. I hope it does, and they always say they're improving trust factor all the time, so hopefully these things are helping trust factor, and they're taking the time to listen to the community and not just like adding it in and just leaving it how it is. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.